Hi, everybody. So I asked past participants in the Line and Sparkle program what they really valued about the program. And here are some of the things that came back. One is sometimes I think this is a direct quote from a participant. Sometimes I think I'm the only one going through issues or working through issues. And when I'm in the group, I'm comforted with knowing it isn't just me. So, um, that I find incredible because we live in a very siloed world, and there aren't very many forums or spaces to talk openly about struggles and what we struggle with and where we're vulnerable. And so, creating a space where you know you're not alone in your struggle is amazing and beautiful to see that community open up. The other thing that I will say and add to that is the program has a diverse group of people usually. They have different backgrounds, different situations. And yet, when we come together during the group sessions, the theme of the issues that they're struggling with is the same. Almost always. Oh, there are aspects that each person in the group can really benefit from. And that goes to the second point. That's I learn a lot from listening to others. So this idea of community and sharing how different people work with and are designed to work with issues and struggles um and what they're working through brings a level of connection that I think everyone is craving. And in a world where you're told all the time that you should be vulnerable and open up and be authentic, in truth, there aren't really a lot of safe spaces for that to happen and for that humanity to come forward. So it feels great to know that this program does that and in a very real way for all the participants. So another comment was holding space for others teaches you about yourself or teaches you a lot about yourself. And so I love this one too. What an unexpected thing to come from a group program, right? Is that this process of being in community and really honoring where other people are actually gives you way more information about yourself than you could ever imagine. And just think of how that translates into the rest of your life, into the rest of your relationships, right? Where when you hold space for others, I think a lot of people are conditioned to believe that that is really for that person that you're holding space for. But to come to a deep, profound understanding that holding space for others is actually a boon for you. Like that's a gift for you to be in a place of space and connection, openness and presence. And so in this program, you get that every 2 weeks for sure. And oftentimes in between that, because we have so many meditations and rituals and other things that happen. So, super fun and exciting to see. Oh, here's a big one. I love this one. So, the consistency it can bring to your practice to meet on a regular basis. And so this is a powerful one because I know I see in a lot of clients, a lot of people come to me when they're in crisis, when things don't look good, when things are going poorly. And it sets up this cycle of like, oh, I'm doing well. I don't have to do all my practices. I'm going to slack off. And you don't even realize you're slacking off, I think, most of the time. And then you slack off and it's okay for a little while. And then you are in this place where you're in the chaos, things aren't going well, you don't know how to get out. And so then you ask for help, which is perfect and great. Um, and, in the session I have with clients, they're like, oh, right. Yeah, I know that. Oh, right. Yeah, I know that. That totally has worked in the past, Data. And, and so what the program does is it brings the consistency to your practice so that instead of your practice looking like this as a wavy sine wave, right, or cosine wave, um, and your life looking like that, of having like peaks and valleys and assuming that life just has ups and downs and what have you. The consistency of practice, you may have these ups and downs in experience and what happens, but your center, your outlook, your focus, right, is much steadier. Still goes up and down. You still experience emotion. There are still good days and bad days, but this like really kind of tidal wave stops happening. And clients love that, and they get really excited. It's beautiful to see and watch, right? That you don't have to be caught in the chaos. We live in this modern world, so there is chaos all around us. It's no doubt, right? We see it all the time. You get in your car and you're like, oh goodness, okay. But you don't have to be thrown off center. You don't have to be derailed from your gifts. You don't have to hang out in that super low place that when you're caught in the spin of your own head, right? And so that's what consistency of practice does, and that's what accountability does. And and having the tools to do all of that. So it's great. It's super exciting. But I thought you guys would appreciate just hearing what other people had to say about the program and their experience. So the program starts on August 15th, or I should say the last day to sign up is August 15th. All the dates are available. And if you have any questions about the program, please just let me know. It is, I know I keep saying this, but it is going to be a tumultuous, kind of crazy number of months coming up. And each and every one of you has brilliant gifts to share with the world and radiant, sparkly energy. And I want you to be able to stay on target, stay on focus so that you thrive and you're able to share those gifts and your energy with the world in a way that thrives you like you've never experienced before. Even with all the chaos, even with all the change, even with all the ups and downs. So I hope you get to join us for that. Take care.